She moves quietly, yet rules a realm forged in wealth and dread. Behind the iron gates of North Korea's most clandestine facilities, beyond the displays and propaganda, exists a concealed empire that doesn't belong to Kim Jong-un, but to his sister. A woman seldom witnessed by the world. A woman who might currently govern everything. She is named Kim Yo-Jong. And what about her life? It's like a distorted royal fairy tale. We're discussing 12 square kilometer exclusive palaces featuring electrified barriers, subterranean opulent bunkers hewn from mountains, and floating strongholds masquerading as super yachts that navigate international waters equipped with encrypted communications and anti-drone technology. As the citizens of North Korea suffer in silence, she enjoys meals under chandeliers crafted from Swarovski crystals, dresses in high-fashion gowns imported from Paris, and drinks French wine that has aged beyond the existence of the regime. She possesses not only wealth, but also unassailable, untraceable, and unimaginable power. No official heading, no crown, only murmurs and command. This is not a story. It's the most protected secret of North Korea. Kim Yo-Jong is not merely a member of North Korea's elite. She is the center, the unseen queen orchestrating every move from behind the scenes. In writing, she maintains seemingly humble positions. Yet, what's happening behind the curtain? She governs a realm of quietude and planning. Billions flow through her unseen hands, routed through concealed offshore accounts, gold trafficking channels, arms transactions disguised as diplomacy, and Office 39, North Korea's most dreaded black market powerhouse. She's the guardian of the regime's treasury, the upholder of its facade, and the voice behind all public quietude. Each pixelated image, each celebration, each rocket launch precisely orchestrated for worldwide turmoil, shaped by her directive. Kim Jong-un might greet from terraces, but Yo-Jong crafts the narrative. Her strength is subtle, strategic, and astonishingly accurate. Foreign diplomats refer to her as the real leader in heels, a ghostly figure at every negotiation, hovering just out of sight. She doesn't seek admiration, she commands it. She is the planner, the doer, the one who ensures North Korea not only survives, but excels. This is more than simple power. This represents shadow sovereignty in its most unadulterated state. Her concealed residences aren't merely houses, they are exceptionally fortified kingdoms, shaped into the terrain, obscured from view, yet brimming with incredible riches. Begin with the Rong Estate, a 12 square kilometer area enclosed by electric fences and monitored by highly skilled guards trained to eliminate dangers quietly. Beneath its meticulously kept gardens, there are multi-tiered bunkers filled with years of provisions, arms, and opulent survival pods that could compete with five-star suites. Next is One's Palace, the shining gem along North Korea's shoreline. Valued at over $1 billion, it features private beaches with imported white sand, an underground cinema with secured access, and super yacht docks that hint at clandestine arrivals and disappearing transactions. Deep inside Pyongyang lies the Kumusen Palace of the Sun, serving not merely as a mausoleum for her forebears, but as a hallowed repository of heritage, where her family's strength is enshrined in marble and legend. These strongholds aren't symbols of affluence, they're monuments of power, wrapped in luxury and fear. This transcends mere luxury, its supremacy encased in gold, protected by shadows, and fortified with ancestral strength. Kim Yo-Jong doesn't merely govern from palaces, she commands the vast oceans. Her concealed fleet of super yachts, each worth more than $100 million, isn't merely lavish, it's calculated. Picture this, a 300-foot naval stronghold moving through global seas, its interiors adorned with Fendi leather, walls insulated from prying ears, and encrypted communication systems softly operating below gold-accented ceilings. Anti-drone systems protect the decks. These are not merely boats, they are floating strongholds of power. While diplomats engage in politics at summits, Kim Yo-Jong operates under the moonlight, away from satellites and monitoring. These yachts function as traveling embassies, negotiation rooms, and power hubs, where multi-million-dollar choices are discussed quietly over aged cognac, and international agreements are finalized confidentially. Every journey is wrapped in quietude, yet resonates across frontiers. For her, diplomacy is not fixed. It is dynamic, hard to grasp, and always evolving. No glamorous entrances, no media. Simply an unseen ruler, navigating the tides of international matters through treacherous depths. In Kim Yo-Jong's perspective, the ocean is not a limit. It serves as her private meeting space. As winter envelops the Korean peninsula in ice, Kim Yo-Jong retreats into a realm of soft snow and unyielding opulence. Her $35 million mountain palace, the Maison Ski Resort, Tucked away in the mountains, this isn't a typical escape. It's a haven of indulgence, featuring geothermal pools, gold-accented spa rooms, and silk-covered saunas filled with fragrances so unique they're prohibited from global markets. Private stables nurture genetically modified horses, each conditioned for grace and intimidation. Her skiing equipment, custom-crafted in the Swiss Alps, featuring her emblem in diamond thread. Yet the true highlight is her clothing collection. Patek Philippe, Sky Moon, tourbillons, Vacheron Constantin minute repeaters, and Audemars Piguet Royal Oaks gleam on her wrists, stealthily imported via phantom firms that disappear without a sign. Her dresses, made by outlawed, Parisian designers, drift like phantoms through marble corridors, each seam a subtle defiance against international restrictions. In this icy realm, Kim Yo-Jong doesn't evade power. She transforms it. Wrapped in silk, adorned in gold, she rules like a winter empress, soaring above the constraints that confine the rest of society. Kim Yo-Jong doesn't merely ride. She glides through an unassailable empire on wheels. Her garage resembles the perfect fantasy of a dictator, and the ideal desires of a billionaire merged together. At the forefront is the $1.7 million Mercedes-Maybach S600 Guard, a concealed fortress that exudes sophistication while repelling bullets. What's on the other side? A procession of armored Rolls-Royce Phantoms, each quietly exuding power. However, that's not where it ends. Concealed within her private premises are more than 100 military-grade vehicles, tanks, tactical carriers, and mobile command units, each selected, tailored, and prepared for action at her order. This isn't opulence for appearances. It's calculated intimidation on four wheels. Each fortified door, each ballistic panel narrates a tale of a woman who doesn't merely traverse flames, she drives across them. In her universe, grace and ruin coexist closely. Power isn't displayed on a crown. It flows through protected passageways and celebratory paths. And what about Kim Yo-Jong? She possesses the keys to everything, as in her realm, survival is fortified, and fear arrives with shaded glass. In North Korea, appearances are not only everything, but also essential for survival. At the center of that deception is one individual, Kim Yo-Jong. As the ultimate designer of propaganda and incitement, she doesn't merely manage the story, she embodies the story itself. Whenever Kim Jong-un gestures from a balcony, every missile display meticulously organized, every emotional crowd image on state television, those are her touches on a national artwork drenched in gold and dread. She wields symbols as a weapon, reinterprets history like a screenplay, and depicts power as a sacred fate. Behind the velvet curtain of North Korea's media apparatus, she determines what the world views, and crucially, what it does not. Her expertise is in the control of silence, as well as in visual display. This isn't merely manipulation, it's a form of psychological warfare. With one alteration, she can remove a person from existence or transform a legend into truth. Kim Yo-Jong is not a representative. She's the master of puppets. In a system where reality conforms to desire, her propaganda transcends mere communication. It's the lifeblood of the regime. Whenever Kim Yo-Jong talks, it's not merely North Korea that listens. The whole globe stands still in anticipation. She doesn't pose, she cautions. Her warnings aren't mere empty threats. They are strategic power maneuvers intended to create ripples in the world's centers of influence. With one remark, she can shift global news, disrupt foreign governments, and spark anxiety worldwide. In recent times, she has become the genuine spokesperson for Pyongyang's nuclear goals, delivering alarming ultimatums, reacting to military exercises with threats of actual consequences, and creating communications that obscure the boundary between diplomacy and provocation. However, it's not disorder, it's coordination. Each word, every expression, every frosty look conveys power. Her ascent in nuclear diplomacy is not coincidental. It indicates that the dynamics have shifted. As global leaders discuss, she decides. As diplomats murmur, she proclaims. She's not merely a political leader, she's North Korea's nuclear planner draped in silk and steel. In the lethal choreography of global dominance, Kim Yo-Jong has stepped out of the shadows. She's now in the limelight, and the glare is more intense than ever. Within the palace walls, authority isn't given, it's quietly taken. The succession game is now entering its most perilous stage to date. Kim Joo-ae, the enigmatic child of Kim Jong-un, has been spotted more often at prominent events, grinning next to missiles, and strolling by generals double her age. The communication? A fresh successor is being prepared. But what about Kim Yo-Jong, the individual who shaped the empire's image, maintained its silence, and governed from the sidelines for more than 10 years? Is she being subtly pushed aside, or is this her most brilliant trick so far? Insiders talk of intense rivalries, secretive dismissals, and hidden messages sent to the powerful. In Pyongyang, allegiance is a facade, and treachery is adorned in silk. Yo-Jong is not someone to disappear. She designs how others see things, and others claim she's strategizing for the long term, setting herself up not merely as an heir, but as the destined leader. In North Korea, there is no runner-up. There is solely power or vanishing. The last move has not been made yet. Below the sleek sheen of silk dresses and armored cars exists Kim Yo-Jong's true creation, a hidden empire that flourishes in shadow. She leads an international smuggling operation that scoffs at sanctions, transporting illicit luxury via shell companies, secret shipping routes, and diplomatic cover. Swiss timepieces, Italian fashion, French vintages all banned, yet they flow into her life like clockwork. From Macau to Dubai, Tokyo to Tehran, her operatives forge discreet agreements that ensure her mansions remain lavishly adorned. These are not illicit dealings in dark corners. They are heists orchestrated at the corporate level, designed with military accuracy. It is a kingdom lacking borders, fingerprints, and compassion. Each illicit Patek Philippe or Chanel bag goes beyond being an accessory. It represents a claim to power. She's not only avoiding sanctions, she's redefining the standards of luxury during lockdown. For Kim Yo-Jong, each risk is valuable. Each embargo a test, every border a boundary to be crossed. This isn't just surviving, it's about dominating. In the realm of darkness, she doesn't merely engage, she rules. Will Kim Yo-Jong emerge as North Korea's initial female supreme leader, or disappear like others have? In a realm where authority smiles and speaks through the dark, everything is rarely what it appears to be. One fact is undeniable. Her tale has just begun, and the globe is merely starting to grasp the extent of her kingdom. Keep watching as the next chapter is ready to begin. To access more hidden insights from the globe's most secretive governments, remember to like, subscribe, and share. The reality exists beyond if you have the courage to pursue it.